This week, world Jewish leaders are coming together for the International Symposium on the Nuremberg Laws and Trials. ILTV's Natasha is on the second day of her journey in Poland, and she went to see what they have to say about the future of Israel.
It's the 70th anniversary of the Nuremberg Trials, and I'm here at the Nuremberg Laws International Symposium. While we're taking a look into the dark past of the Holocaust, I want to learn more about what's to come. How do the world's leading Jewish figures envision the future of the Jewish state? Let's find out.
Israel must be a secular country. Who is a Jew is defined in Israel politically, not religiously. And I would expand the definition. Anyone is a Jew who wants to live a Jewish life and be part of the Jewish history and Jewish experience and be subject to Jewish persecution when that occurs. And I think we have to be reaching out and being much more inclusive as who we include among Am Yisrael, Medinat Yisrael.
People said, oh, it would only last a short while. You see that it continues and it grows. Its population is growing. I think that you see how the Arab world is in an uproar, that there's nobody there that can today destroy Israel. They can harass them. Hezbollah can do a lot of damage, Hamas. But Israel's existence is not in danger today.
Young Jews are becoming increasingly disenchanted with Israel because of its negative image in the media. How will this have an impact on the country's future?
It's part of the anti-Semitism around the world. You know, today it's not politically correct to be anti-Semitic, but it's super in to be anti-Israeli. And unfortunately, many young people, also Jewish young people, buy the lies of the BDS movement and the distort cover that they see in the media. And we as Israel and as Israel government need to fight it and to say the truth to the world as much as we can.
I think it's important to engage with young people, and I think to convey to them that the things that they care about, the universal values that they care about, are being diminished in the demonization of Israel and the Jewish people. I'm not saying that Israel, like any other democracy, should not be held responsible for any violations of human rights and humanitarian law. But the problem is not that anyone should seek to put Israel above the law, but that Israel is being systematically denied equality before the law in the international arena.
Do the Jewish people have an obligation to support the state of Israel? Some say yes, but it's not only a Jewish responsibility.
Humanity has an obligation to Israel, because we have an obligation. While this may sound banal, but sometimes banalities, are authentically the most compelling of truths, and that is we have an obligation to protect the only rights-protecting democracy in the Middle East.
We are the nation state of the Jewish people. Without the Jewish people, we don't have a reason for existing. And the obligation is two ways. Yes, the Jewish people have an obligation to the State of Israel. The State of Israel also has an obligation to the Jewish people.
So here's the biggest question of all. Has the world learned its lesson from the Holocaust?
Nothing will ever be like the Holocaust that was experienced in the 1940s. And analogies are always imperfect. But there's great fear of an existential threat to Israel posed by an Iranian nuclear arsenal.
The notion of never again must not simply be idle words or an idle slogan, because this too young people have seen. They've seen this happen again and again and again, and so they get cynical or indifferent. And so we have to say to young people, as we have to say to all of us, that we have an individual and collective responsibility in the pursuit of justice.